from the Leo Longevity YouTube channel has passed away here in Thailand. His body was found about 3 weeks ago in the bathroom of his room, which is part of Tony Huge's house. Leo was staying with Tony for the last couple of months after he arrived in Thailand. Patty is about 2 hours away from me, where I live in Bangkok. And at the time of the recording of this video, we don't know the exact cause of death yet, because the autopsy report hasn't been released. I think, or what I heard from Lucy, is that it's going to take approximately 45 days after his body was received by the Bangkok Metropolitan Police. So that was about 3 weeks ago. So we're going to have to wait another 4 weeks for the autopsy report to be released. And if anybody is going to get that, that's going to be Lucy, Leo's ex-wife. And it's then highly up to her if she's going to release that autopsy report or not. Now, there's been a lot of speculation online, and I understand that it's very interesting to speculate about a potential murder or a cause of death, etc., 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 but you guys are not helping anybody. You guys are not helping anybody get over this terrible passing of Leo. You guys are not helping his ex-wife, his family members, Tony Huge, who was there, the closest friend that Leo had at the time of his passing. So I would like everybody to show a little bit of restraint and wait until the autopsy report is released.
Vigorous Steve. Motherfucker, I didn't even know you recording any video about Leo on longevity. You know, I'm very surprised at you, man. Guys just pointed out to me that Lucy's been in contact with you. Not just John now, you too. And that Leo is supposedly buried in Colorado last week some damn time.
What I received from Lucy was a preliminary cause of death released by the Bangkok Metropolitan Police, which was written in Thai. I believe that I'm the only one who received that report to help her with the translation. Now, I'm not going to give you guys the exact cause of death written in this preliminary report, because that's between me, Lucy, and whoever she wants to share that with. What I will say is that it did not specify that Leo was murdered, but it didn't rule out that Leo was murdered either. And you got to understand that Thai is a very finicky language. You can translate Thai in a multitude of different ways, and if you translate it in a certain way into English, that could imply murder, but it doesn't mean that it was actually murder. Up until now, we don't know what happened. Now, I posted on my Instagram page that I was going to make a statement, release a video about this subject when Leo was buried. I heard from Lucy that Leo was buried in Colorado last Monday. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm not ready to make a statement. I'm really not ready. If you want to see what somebody who's not ready to make a statement in a video, what that looks like, look at Tony's videos. I mean, everybody pressured him for answers, and he released 3 videos, which he wasn't ready for.
Okay. Now, I'm not a fucking rocket science, but if I recall, you're the one that leaked Liver King shit. So we know you like to leak information when it benefits you. Okay? Now, I find it hard to believe that you made that video in good conscience on behalf of Leo and longevity. I find that hard to believe. And I'm going to tell you why I find it hard to believe. I actually listened to that video. You said that Lucy told you, she went to the U.S. Sun, by the way. She reported no other outlet, but she told you that the autopsy will be released in 45 days. Now, if Leo is indeed already buried in Colorado, then that means the Thailand officials don't believe he was murdered. Either that, they sweeping some stanky shit under the rug to release that body back, right? Or they haven't ruled out murder, but they can't prove he was murdered. So the cause of death is undecided. They don't know the cause of death. They know, but they don't know. You know, like, he could have died from a drug overdose, or he could have died from blunt force trauma, but the drugs were the underlying cause of death. You know, something like that. Ruling out that blunt force trauma killed him, the drugs did. It can be some shit like that. Okay? So I understand when they can't prove he was murdered, then they will release the body. So with all that being said, how come Lucy ain't came out or ain't nobody else came out to confirm that he was buried in Colorado? You know somebody reported it. RX Muxer ain't said nothing. Jon Bravo, who sit up here and said that he was told that some of the stuff that happened to Leo based on that autopsy, okay, it ain't from ODing. That's what Jon Bravo said. And the preliminary autopsy video that he released. That from what he was hearing, that it was no way that he OD'd.
Have hundreds of pages of theories and things, people making videos, all speculating around the death of Leo. Even Tony, okay, he said he was really close friends with Leo. He lived with them for 4 months. That's the house he died in. He's even speculating with theories on what he thinks happened to Leo. And I'm not going to do that in this video. I want you guys to know all the information that I give you comes directly from Lucy, who is the widow of Leo, and she's working with the FBI now and the officials in Thailand on this entire situation. So the main speculation that everybody has been doing on this entire thing is, why did Leo die? And remember, I said in the autopsy, I can't give you the exact terminology of what happened. What I can say is this, okay? And this is very important. Leo didn't die from a heart attack. He didn't die from a stroke. He didn't die because he committed suicide or had a drug overdose. He didn't die of any of those things. And the FBI now is handling the case, investigating, talking to everybody to see what the next steps are in doing this investigation. Now, I remember a lot of you were like, John, you made that video last time, but you didn't say the exact thing. If you're not a moron and you can realize that the FBI is involved, and I'm telling you what he didn't die from, I think you can assume what happened to Leo in Thailand.
So if you read between lines on that, that's murder. Now, for what you're saying, based on your translation, based on what Lucy done told you, is that they left out that he could have been murdered, the way you translated it, or that he wasn't murdered. So it seems to me that there's conflicting fucking stories there. Okay? And then you sit up here and said that you wasn't ready to make a video about him being buried, but you still come over here and make a goddamn video about people speculating the cause of death. Well, if you know the cause of death, like you leaked Liver King shit, then why don't you go ahead and say, why would Lucy give shit to you and YouTubers? Why wouldn't she just come on and say it? And then show us the grave, so we can see that that's his grave. So we know that's where he's in the fucking ground. That's his grave. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, well, people should start speculating. People are going to speculate because they want to know what happened to the man. I don't think people should outright say that certain people killed him. But if y'all want people to stop fucking speculating, then since you say you know what happened to him and John say he know what happened to him, Lucy apparently is telling you and John shit, okay? Then what's the problem? If she can tell y'all, she can tell everybody else. That's the missing link. And then she's the ex-wife. How the hell she get access to this shit? She's the ex-wife. She's the ex-wife. Understand what I'm saying? That's the ex-wife. Now, like I say, the only way that she can have access to some of this shit, she must have Leo some high-ass insurance. Okay? She had him some insurance. Okay? Because I like I say, she's the ex. She put a restraining order on him. What the fuck? That ain't even adding the fuck up. So since y'all apparently know every goddamn thing that's going on, and y'all want to keep people in the dark, because it seems to me like y'all want to milk it, just tell us what the fuck. Because like I say, every time somebody make a video about him, I'm reporting over here. Because I'm not going to get my ass handed up saying that, well, this is what the autopsy said, when I ain't seen no fucking autopsy. Ain't nothing been released. I done Google search, went to back fucking forums. Can't find shit. I ain't heard shit. And then y'all honestly believe that the autopsy is gonna remain secret once it comes out in 45 days. Y'all sick? Are y'all seriously? Are y'all sick? Y'all like people say there was no way we were gonna find what happened to Michael Jackson. You kidding me? So with all that being said, man, I like to say that video you made, I didn't even know you were reporting on Leo longevity, man. Until I read them comments. And then he's buried in Colorado. So she told you where he's buried at. Jon Bravo ain't made no video yet. As of February the 24th at 3:53 Eastern Time, 2013, Jon Bravo ain't even made a video saying that Leo was laid to rest in Colorado. You made this 5 days ago. So that would put it on February 19th. Do basic math. I smell some shit. Now I'm gonna call it the way I fucking see it. I smell some shit. So 45 days, Leo been dead now for almost 30 days. Roughly almost 30 damn days. So, I mean, make about 16, 17 more days to wait. So, okay, in 2 weeks' time, I'll drop another video asking what done changed. By that time, people should have been a source, his grave, his burial site. Should be a find the grave, because everybody can find shit on find the grave. It should be some type of burial record, some motherfucking well. Because people can hack death certificates, birth certificates. It's going to be some shit. If you buried in a cemetery in America, in Colorado, they can find out what courthouse it is, a death certificate, all that, because he was buried on American soil. That means he has a record to a grave, to a plot. So all that private shit, somebody going to find out where he's at. And now if they find out he's actually buried where he says he's buried at, then okay. Ain't nobody gonna be charged with murder. He's at rest. All we want to know is where he died from. The autopsy report is inconclusive. If they can't determine that he wasn't murdered and that drugs didn't kill him, they're gonna have inconclusive. Cause of death, inconclusive. Or undetermined. And then we'll never know if that happens. We'll never know. So, hey, it is what it is. So, I'm going to wait 2 weeks, and then I'm going to ask, where's the shit? We wants to know. So, this is in response to Vigorous Steve. Because I watched that was some cringe-ass shit. That was just cringe, man. So, you basically call Jon Bravo a liar. Basically, that's what you call him, a fucking liar. Smell bullshit. I smell bullshit. Anyway. Guys, enjoy the rest of y'all motherfucking Friday, man. But boy, goddamn. I'm out, man. Peace.